that is measuring masses, and we'll study the different SI units which are used for the measurement of mass, like gram, milligram, quintal, where we use these measuring SI units, and then we'll study mass measuring devices today. So let's start with measuring masses. You know that mass is the measurement which tells us how heavy an object is or how light it is. Okay, if we are given two objects, then we'll measure it by different devices and we'll tell that which one is the heavy one and which one is the lighter one. Kilogram is written as the short form kg, and in ancient time pound was the unit of measurement of mass. And how do you write pound? LB, small lb. Kilogram is the standard unit of mass, but sometimes other unit of mass like gram, milligram and quintal are also used for the sake of convenience. That means we use the other standard unit of mass, that is gram, milligram, quintal, according to the convenience. Now let's see what is that. If we read these points, we'll come to know. Like kilogram can be used as a unit to measure the mass of vegetables and fruits, mass of grocery, etc. Like if you go to buy in grocery shop, you will tell them to give you pulses. You will say 1 kg of pulse, you will say 1 kg of rice. You don't say 1 gram, 2 gram, 20 gram, you say it in kgs. So it has been explained here. When you buy vegetables, when you buy fruits, you say give me 2 kg of potatoes, give me 1 kg of apple. So in these items we use kilogram, we prefer kilogram. Then come to spices. When you go to purchase spices, you will use smaller unit because the mass is less than kilogram. So there you will express in grams. Okay, so for spices we use gram. Gold ornaments, you know, gold ornaments, they are very costly, and you do not buy 1 quintal gold, you don't buy 1 kg of gold. Usually you buy it in milligrams. You will tell them to give you one earring of 10 mg gram or 50 mg gram. So in such cases you use milligrams. The extremely small masses are expressed in smaller units called milligram. Thus, to express the weight of precious gems. Why they are saying precious gems? Because gold, silver, ornaments, diamond, all these things are being measured in milligram because they are very costly. And it is written 1 milligram is 1000 of gram. Then let's see what is quintal. Where do we use this? The harvested husk, grains, etc. are very heavy. Okay, it is inconvenient to express such heavy masses in the unit of kg. They are very heavy objects. So in such cases we are going to use quintal, and 1 quintal is equal to 100 kilogram. There are some units given here. You have to study these. That is, kilogram is equal to 1000 grams, 1 kg 1000 gram. Then comes to milligram, 1000 gram. Then quintal, it's 100 kg. Then metric ton, it is 10 quintals. And pound, it is 7000 grains or 16 ounces, or in kgs you will say 1 pound is equals to 0.53 kg. This unit, all these units you should know. Now let's come to the next topic, that is mass measuring devices. So let's read what are the mass measuring devices which we use. You have come across beam balance. You might have seen in shops when shopkeepers use these kind of balance. This is being used by a shopkeeper for weighing goods using balance, or street vendors weighing articles on a beam balance. The beam balance is a device used for the determination of the mass of a body under gravitation. As you can see, the two pans are kept here and nothing is there at the down. That means no support is given. Only the middle one is having the base, but this is not having. That means what is acting here? Gravity is acting here, because if you will see here, there is nothing present at the base of these two pans. So that is why we will say here that gravity is being played. It consists of a beam supported at the center by a knife edge resting on a support moving inside a vertical pillar. This is your vertical pillar. You can see here knife edge, and this will support when you keep any items here. Like suppose if you keep some potatoes here and you want to buy 1 kg potato, what you do, you give some to the shopkeeper, you will give some amount of potatoes. He will keep those potatoes here and he will take the stone. These are cast iron weights. These cast iron weights will be kept on the another pan, and he will put it accordingly to the weight. If he puts 1 kg, and here when you put the number of potatoes, so what will happen, till both the pans are balanced. Okay, balanced means they are on the same level, not one down and one up. If they comes to the same level, that means both are equal. That means we have got 1 kg potatoes. So in this way beam balance works. Let's see what is this. It is very easy to use a beam balance. In beam balance, we basically compare the weights of two objects kept in two pans, place the object to be weighed on a pan on one side of the scale, add objects with known weights to the pan on the other side of the scale until the beam connecting the pan is at level. Now see, this shopkeeper sitting here, a vendor is sitting here using beam to weigh tomatoes. As I explained you, he has kept here number of tomatoes, and here he has put a cast iron. You can see. So in this way he does the working. And this is a very old method of measuring articles. Then came the physical balance. Let's see what is this. This is the figure given for physical balance. A physical balance is a modified version of your beam balance, and it is a sensitive version of the beam balance. It is used in science laboratories for the accurate measurement of chemicals. So if the question comes, in science laboratories for accurate measurement of chemicals, which balance is used, so you will say physical balance. The principle on which a physical balance works is the same as that of beam balance. A goldsmith requires an accurate and sensitive balance, so he uses a physical balance. This balance is also used in the laboratory. Now let's see what is electronic balance and the measures, how to measure the mass of an object using electronic balance. Another type of balance which we see while shopping is the digital category of balance, which are known as electronic balance. Increasing use of electronic devices and digitalization gave a revolutionary popularity. As you know, nowadays digitalization and electronic items are increasing rapidly, so therefore this balance is used moreover. Such devices are easy to use and have fast calculations, and such balances use coil and magnet arrangement. So which device use coil and magnetism property? The electronic device. Now see what it is, how to measure it. Place the electronic balance on a flat stable surface. The first step which is very necessary is this particular balance has to be kept in a flat surface. It should not be rough, it should not be haphazardly kept, it should be on a flat surface. Then the precision of the balance depends on environment of measurement also, like if wind is blowing, it's a shaky surfaces or similar forces, all these will cause the readings to be inaccurate. So you have to check whether the environmental conditions are stable or not. Second step is you have to press the on button and wait for the balance to show zeros. Like you can see in this figure, 0 is there. When you will switch the button on, after that till the display comes to 0, you have to wait. Place carefully the empty container you will use to keep the substance to be measured on the balance platform. This is the empty place. Here you have to keep the item which you have to weigh. One should use gloves or tongues to avoid any additional mass from the use of hand. It is good if you use gloves or you use tongues. What are tongues? There is a pair of tongues. You might have seen also. You take it. They have two ends. With the help of it, you pluck the item and you keep it. So in such cases, what happens? Your hand mass is not acting on that object. So you can avoid those by using gloves or tongues. Then you have to press the tear or zero button to automatically deduct the weight of the container from future calculations. Now if I have calculated the weight of any material back before and it was 3300 grams showing in my balance, okay, now I want to add. So what I will do, again I will keep the item there, but if I don't press the zero button, what will happen, the old measurement which it was displaying, that will also add to my new materials weight. Understood? If I am keeping 1 kg rice on the top, the 3301 which is already stored here, and if zero is not coming, so it will add to the 1 kg of my new one. So you have to take care of it. What you will do is you have to deduct the value manually. You know that 3300 grams was old and 1 kg is 1000 gram and 1000 gram is the new one. So your new value will come as 4300. So you have to pay attention that you have to deduct 3300 grams from it. Then carefully add the substance to the container. Ideally this is done with the container still on the platform, but it may be removed if necessary. Record the mass. Mass will come here and you can record it.